Hey, this is Ellie here. If you've made it this far, obviously you're doing a good job. So, um, this is, I think, my second video vlog. And the purpose of this one is this is basically my coming out video. Not many people, well, there's a lot of people that know, but not very many that, there's still very many people that don't. And the purpose of this is to let them know and basically to have things be made more clear. The first thing that I'm going to kind of just really talk about is how I came up with this blog. It's a Q&A kind of thing, and I messaged some friends that was like, hey, I need some help with this. I'm honestly, I really just want to say I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to say. Help me out here. It's kind of a long story short of what I said. But they helped. They gave me some questions that would be good for me to answer. And I had a couple of my own, but most of it was thanks to their help. So, with their help, I'm answering these questions. And the first question is, when did you know you were gay? That was a very, very long process. I knew that I was different when I was 8 or 9 years old. I knew that how I was different was not normal. I mean, different isn't normal, but how it wasn't, how people looked at it. I knew that, wow, I'm different and I don't know what I am. I don't know anything about this. So, in the years leading up to my freshman year of high school, I was 14, my freshman year of high school, and I kind of just started realizing more and more of what it was, and more of how society viewed LGBTQ people, and they're just like, oh, you're Christian, or you're trans, or you're gay, or you're bi, or you're lesbian, you're wrong. It was very harmful for me to realize that who I was very frowned upon. And with that, I kind of just shoved myself into a deeper hiding place. So I was 14 when I finally noticed what it was and noticed how society viewed it. Second question is, how did you feel about the realization that you were gay? At first it was very hard. It was really emotional for me, because I'm being raised in a very, very strong Christian home with my mom and my dad, and always going to church, not just any Christian, but Christian and Baptist. It was very hard. Christian, Baptist, Mormon, and it's just like it was all. I felt that I could never do anything right by me being me. So I kind of shut myself into a deeper closet, and I did what society expected me to do. I did what my church expected me to do. I dated guys. I tried, forming romantics with them, things like that, and it never worked out. It harmed me more than it did good. No matter how much I prayed, no matter how much I read my scriptures, no matter how much I stayed away from everybody and everything, no matter how much I kept my mind pure to the point of, just like really not thinking of anything except for just like reading scriptures, or listening to hymnals, things like that. The realization was hard for me and short. And it created a long bout of, am I even worth it? Am I even a good person? And does Heavenly Father love me? Will my family love me? I felt like an awful person. I felt like I had failed everything. And it was hard for me. And the third question, when did I first start to come out? I first came out to one of my best friends. We were 16 or 17. It was the summer of my 17th birthday, right before I turned 17. And I just exited out my junior year of high school, and I was getting ready to go into my senior year. And I wrote her a letter, and then later that day, she was like, what do you like? She was like, what do you mean? And we were sitting on a rock right next to the lake, and I told her. It was hard for me. It was hard for me to get it out. She was the first person that I admitted to out loud. And when I told her, she was very, very, very understanding about it. She was loving. She made it known of her beliefs, yes, but she was still very loving and still, I'm here for you kind of thing. So yeah, after that, she was the first person I told. The next person I told it wasn't for another another year, actually, a little under a year. I was a senior in high school and I was on the track team and track and field. I did pole vault and I ran distance. I had came out to another person that was on the team, and she was very understanding about it. She kind of helped me through that season, and just kind of helping me to know that I wasn't alone. And then after that, I left and graduated, and then when I went to ETSU, I started coming out to a couple more of my friends, like one by one by one. Like it literally was like months space between before I told another person. A couple of my friends didn't react too good at first. Then after they kind of warmed up, I'm like, okay, she's still who she is. We're still gonna trust her, kind of thing. So that was that. And it wasn't until I was maybe 19, 20. I was almost 20 by the time I had came out to my mom. So that's kind of that timeline. I'm 23 now. So what was the hardest thing to face coming out? That's the next question. The hardest thing to face has been my mom. be honest with you. It's been my mom, it's been my religion, and um, yeah, growing up in a Baptist and Mormon and Christian-based household, um, I decided to follow the Mormon faith. If anybody knows anything about the Mormon faith, they're very strict about that. It's very much so men, women, priesthood being to the men, and men being over the women, and the woman coming and men cleaving to the woman's side, and that being the way of marriage between a man and a woman, and that being the way of any relationship that is romantically involved between a man and a woman. Um, Same-sex people cannot be in any relationship whatsoever. That was the hardest thing for me to face, was thinking I'm going to be alone my whole entire life and having that rip me apart. Um, I wanted to be able to love someone wholeheartedly for who I am, and all that I am, all that they are. And I knew I would not be able to have that the way that my church wanted me to. That was the hardest thing. One of the hardest things. The other hardest thing was my mom and her reaction of me coming out. I felt like a really huge disappointment to my mom, and it was really heartbreaking with her reaction. But with her reaction, things are getting better. Taking her a lot of time, a lot of realization of I am still a good person, I'm still a loving person, and I'm still going to try to do my best in everything that I do. Now, my mom and I, our relationship is very much so still strong. We, talk every day, spend time with each other, things like that. The next question: what were the things that made coming out to some worth it? Coming out to my friend, I felt like I could really be myself, and to me that was something that was very important, was being able to be myself around my friends, and being able to not have to hide who I am all the time. So that is why I made it worth it in that way. How did my parents react? Well, you know how my mom reacted. My stepdad, I wasn't here for that, thank goodness. He hadn't really spoken to me about it, but from what my mom had told me was, he was just like, I don't support it, but she's my daughter and I love her and I want her to be happy. My dad, he was perfectly fine with it. He's like, I just want you to be happy. You deserve to be happy. You shouldn't have to hide who you are around us. Which, when he said us, he meant my stepmom and him and my other siblings. That's through his remarriage. He was like, I just want you happy. I want you to, be yourself, and that's what matters to me. Like, I love you, and I want you to be happy. And my stepmom was with him 100%, and she agreed with everything that he said. And it's nice to have that sense of love by them. It's nice to be able to be told, hey, whenever you get in a relationship, you can bring them around. You can introduce them to us. We'll show her what a loving family we can be. I didn't really start having a good bond with my dad or my stepmom up until I just recently moved back here, and it's been a interesting journey, trying to heal from my past experiences and things like that, and trying to gain trust in my family with that, and regain trust in my father and things like that. And that's been a big, huge help. Was him accepting me for who I am. My stepmom accepted me for who I am. So I love how my dad and my stepmom reacted. My mom, my stepdad, I understand them. I know, and um, it has gotten better over time, and that's all that I can really say about that. Whose reaction was the most surprising, good and bad? Honestly, I thought my parents would be flip flopped. I thought my dad would have a really, really bad reaction, and I thought my mom would have a better, really good reaction, and I was shocked with that. I was mostly shocked with how my dad reacted, um, but it's his reaction. I cried. I just read the text messages, and I just kind of was like, wow, I've never felt so much love from my parent before. Him anyways, and then um, my mom, that was shocking in the bad way. I felt that I failed her, and I didn't want to disappoint her, and I felt really bad about that, and that I did. Um, the next question is, how did others make you feel when they found out? Pretty much everyone that has found out so far, aside from my mom, my stepdad, really, have had really amazing responses. They're like, whether we love you, we want you to be happy. We, as soon as I explain to them, like, we love you, we want you to be happy, we want you to be who you are. Um, some of them are like, well, we wish, things were different, but we still love you. We want you to be happy, kind of thing. And they just let it be. They still spend time with me. They still go on crazy shenanigans and just do fun things. And if I want to bring my significant other or anyone along, they're like, okay, no questions asked. And it's good to be able to have that security with my friends. And my family, that's going to come in time. How do I feel about it now? How do I feel about me being gay now compared to my first realization? I I've came to accept it as a part of my life. I've came to accept it as I'm okay with who I am. I'm not a bad person. I'm I'm me. I've always been me. Um, just recently, something that I didn't mention, I just came out to my oldest sister. She wasn't mad, really. The only thing she was mad was that I didn't come to her sooner. And she's been amazing about it. She's like, if you ever need help, if you ever need me to talk to mom and dad, um, let me know. She's like, I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be happy. She's like, I've known. Her thing was like, I knew when you were like 4 or 5. And I just kind of chuckled. Because looking back, I mean, it would have been almost easy to tell if you were really paying attention and looking for it. I've came to a lot of terms with myself. Still coming to terms. I'm still, growing. I mean, it's the purpose of this video. So that I can come to more terms. And so that my family will know. That leads me to my next question. Why did I decide to come out? Why did I decide to do this video? I decided to because, frankly, most of my family still don't know. And I'm tired of hiding myself. A lot of my friends still don't know. And I'm tired of hiding myself. It's an emotional thing to have to hide yourself all the time and to have to hide who you are. So that's the main reason why I did this. Because in me telling them and in me letting them know and in them finding out one way or another, I'm going to come to more terms with myself. And I'm going to be happier and not feeling like I have to walk on eggshells all the time. Yeah, that's why I did this video. And I guess now, I mean, if you haven't figured out by this video, I'm gay. I have no attraction to men. I've tried. Don't get me wrong there, I've tried. But this is who I am. And if you don't accept it, okay. But don't try to preach to me because it's not gonna work. I'm sorry. People have tried preaching to me since day one, since I first started coming out. Set me for who I am, or you can not. But don't come preaching to me because it's not gonna work. I've tried preaching to myself too. Yeah, over and out.